Do you find yourself attracting emotionally unavailable people? Well, there's a reason for that. I was married for 16 years and we were together for 21 years. I had 3 beautiful children. And in the marriage, because there were certain things that went on that, I wasn't happy about, which caused a really big rift in our marriage. Women, when things aren't going right with us, what do? We shut down, we're closed off. We don't want to deal with you. We don't want to deal with you because, we just had enough, right? And so my mom, she was emotionally unavailable as well because I'm a Gen Xer. I was raised by baby boomers. They raised us on survival. But she also was emotionally unavailable because of the things that went on in her marriage to my dad. And so, after my marriage, I didn't realize, through my healing process, because, I still had to heal from that relationship. We all have to heal from the last relationship before we go to the next one, right? But one of the things I didn't realize that was still sitting in my energy was being emotionally unavailable. And that's why I was attracting men like that, because I was like, why is this guy closed off? He's not sharing. I could tell there's more to this dude. Like, what is it? In reality, I wasn't really sharing much either. When I really took, really looked at the situation, I was like, wait a minute, son, you're not really sharing that much either, right? And so that's when I realized that I was attracting emotionally unavailable men because I was emotionally unavailable. And if you look at some of my recent videos where I talk about how I was going to be sharing the different types of wounds that are under the umbrella of abandonment trauma. And one of those wounds is always attracting emotionally unavailable people because you may still have trust issues. You may have guilt wounds from that last relationship. So when that's not healed, you're going to keep attracting people like you. Why? Because trauma attracts trauma. Broken people attract broken people. But healed people attract healed people. I'm Sonia Renee. I'm a speaker and author, and I speak about the invisible wound that leaves you emotionally hurt, which is abandonment trauma. And through awareness and personal development, I guide people to bounce back to live an amazing life. Get my book, Abandonment is Not Your Fault. I promise you it will change your life, because in there I'm very transparent and I share about the types of relationships that I was in with family, friends, and even with my spouse that created these wounds that I had no idea were there until I kept getting triggered and triggered and triggered. And when I wrote the book, it was therapeutic because all of these childhood wounds started to surface that I was able to identify, deal with, and heal from. And so get the book. I promise you won't be disappointed. Let that sink in.